Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Preaching to the Choir Ministries. I got a quick question for the Hebrew Israelites, guys. Uh, I never really touched this topic before on my YouTube channel specifically, but I'm going to deal with it now. The Hebrew Israelites say that one of the reasons they know that they're Israel is because they are known by a byword. Now, they got in this byword because they didn't keep the laws and everything. So God scattered them to the four corners of the earth and everything, right? My question for the Hebrew Israelites is this: when the Israelites were taken to Babylon, what was the byword they were given in Babylon? When the Israelites was taken to was conquered by the Medes and the Persians, when they was the superpower of the time, what was the byword that was given to the Israelites? When the Greeks took over the known world, what was the byword the Israelites was given? And when the Roman Empire took over the known world, what was what exactly was the byword given to the Israelites? Because this is important. Okay? What was the byword that was given to the Israelites? They were called Jews. And that has been a byword for them almost since they, became a nation. And we can see this throughout history. Now, I want to compare that to the claim of black Americans going around and saying that they are the Israelites and that they are used as a byword. In other words, they try to sit there and they try to say that what people is more persecuted than blacks in the United States. And then they also try to argue that who is known by a byword more than any other nation in the United States. And then, that's the gotcha moment that they have with you. My question for them is, what's the byword black people are given here in the United States? If you don't want to call them black or African American, what is the byword that's used most of the time over here in the States? Come on, this ain't difficult. We're called Negroes. And the other word, which I don't like using. Okay? Begins with an N, ends with an R. Right? Some black people themselves will use the same word with an A at the end. But that's the byword that's used for black people. That's a stretch between being called a Jew and being called a N. A huge stretch. And by the way, shout out to the young lady on Clubhouse who actually introduced this question while I was in Clubhouse. It was a very interesting question. And I think it was fair. Because at first I was like, well, why is she asking them that? And then I thought about it and I was like, wait a minute. That's a very, 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 very good question. Okay? It's a very good question. A very good question. Okay? It's such a good question that I would like an answer for it. If you're saying that black people are the Israelites here in the United States, that black people are the Israelites here in the United States because they're known as a byword, then by all means, please explain to me, please explain to me how you went from Jew to being called the N-word. Like, I don't get that. I don't understand that. I'm having a hard time comprehending that. Perhaps you can help me become more educated in this topic, because if this is your argument for being a Hebrew Israelite, I think it's more of an argument why you're not an Israelite, because the bywords that was given to the Jews under their captivity, as opposed to black people here in the United States, is something totally different. Now, could you just do me a favor? If you can't answer this question, can you do us all a little favor and just stop making the stupid argument saying that you're Israelites because black people are known as bywords and you can't even answer something so simple? Oh, I know what they're going to say. Time out, think about it. I know what they're going to say. They're going to say, well, we didn't really, the people of Israel really wasn't called that until they went to Africa. So let me get this straight here. They was calling them Jews when they was in Babylon. They was calling them Jews in Hebrews when they were in they were calling them Jews. Give me a second here, guys. I'm a little distracted. They were calling them Jews when they were under the Medes and the Persians. They were calling them Jews when they were under the Greeks. They were calling them Jews when they were under the Romans. Now all of a sudden they're inwards. How does that make any sense? How does that make any sense at all? And how is that an argument to prove that you're a black Hebrew Israelite? Let me know in the comment section a little bit later, and I might actually do a whole show on this topic, because I think an argument can be made that you can take the arguments that they're using for them being Hebrew Israelites to actually prove that they're not. You never have to go to another verse. You can just deal with what they're using.
Shalom. Giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach and rule well in all truth and sincerity. Shalom, peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, the house of David, starting with the 144,000, followed by the 1/3 remnant. Shalom. All right, so that, of course, was G-Man. All right, former partner or road dog or homie, so to speak, of that devil vocab, Haman Malone. All right, but he posed the question. All right, what about us being a byword? All right, here in America. All right, and basically he's asking, us being called Negroes and wetbacks and spicks and gooks and all that. Us being called that, he's basically said that proves that we're not Israelites, because they were always called Jews throughout the various captivity. All right, but that's not always the case. All right, and first of all, before I get into the lesson, let me say this, man. All right, it's 2024. We in the end. It's time y'all start answering questions, man. All right, so G-Man, if you are to see this video, man, or whoever, any Christian or Muslim or Jehovah Witness or 5% or whatever so-called denomination you are, man, it's time y'all answer some questions. So I'll tell you what. All right, one of our beloved elders, all right, the elder Malcolm of the GMS of the Great Millstone Chicago camp, he has a list I think anywhere from, I think it's 7 to 11 questions. So, the elder has questions for y'all, man. So it's time y'all answer some questions, man. All right. So first of all, y'all go answer the beloved elder Malcolm's questions, man. Since y'all want to ask all these questions. All right. But anyway, I just want to put that out there because we're tired of asking questions, but it's just this is light work, man. So it's easy pickings, man. So, but yeah, man. First of all, you have to know. All right, what about the meanings of the word byword? All right, that's why the scripture says, "Study to show yourself approved," man. All right, first of all, let's go get that scripture. Let's get that scripture. All right, let's go to the curses. Obviously, that's one of the curses. All right, so let's go get it. What's that? Deuteronomy 28 and is it 30? I think it's 30 something. Yep. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations, whither the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, shall lead thee. All right. So first of all, the word byword does not always mean, it doesn't always mean strictly just being called another name. All right. Like we know we're the true Israelites through faith, first and foremost. But of course, all these curses prove it as well in many scriptures in Bible prove it, but we know first and foremost, and more importantly, through faith, that we're the people of Yahweh Shema Shah. Romans 8 and 16, I want to say. All right. But furthermore, all right, you have to know what byword means, man. Byword, like I said, it just doesn't always mean being called another name. All right. Being a byword also means being shameful, man. Being a reproach, being a laughing stock, being ridiculed, being oppressed, being on the bottom. That's also being called the byword, man. So it's just not literally it doesn't always just literally to be called another name. All right. It means, you basically what we are, man. We're on the bottom. We're laughing stock to these nations. We're ridiculed. We're reproach. All right, those are all examples of us being bywords, man. It's not just us being called Negroes or spicks or savages or wetbacks, man. No, man. Being a byword is also the condition that you're in, the state that you're in. So we're a byword on all levels, not just being called out of our names. All right, but also the condition that the Lord has put us in. We've been made low, man. We're the tail and not the head. So being the tail, that's being a byword. All right. But yes, he said, they were always called Jews in the Babylonian captivity, the Medo-Persian captivity, the Greek captivity, the Roman captivity. Yes, that's true. Because part of us fitting this curse, all right. And another key point is every curse doesn't apply to every single time period. It doesn't apply to every captivity that we will go in, man. Every curse doesn't apply to every captivity. Just like every curse doesn't apply to every individual Israelite. You're going to have different Israelites under different curses to different extents, man. So every curse does not apply to every captivity, every time period, to every Israelite. Like every single Israelite every single Israelite was not brought over here to America on a slave ship, man. Every single Israelite didn't go through that curse, man. All right. Different Israelites go through different curses to different extents, man. So every curse doesn't fit doesn't apply to every time period, man. Like for example, I'll say, to give you an example that every Israelite doesn't go through the same curse to the same extent. All right, just say, all right, one of the curses is matter of fact, let me find it. Deuteronomy 28, and let me find this one. Just to give a quick example. Bear with me for a second. Matter of fact, I might have to type it in on. I won't spend too much time looking for it. Yep. Deuteronomy 28 and 54. Every Israelite doesn't go through this curse in every single captivity, man. Deuteronomy 28 and 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil toward his brother, and toward the wife of his bosom, and toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave. Now this did not always apply to us in every captivity. All right. Even now in this time, you have Israelites whose father was always in their life from birth up until this present day, man. Unfortunately, I'm one of those Israelites, man. My father has always been in my life, man. All right. Now, of course, my father's not in the truth or nothing like that, but my father has always been in my life, man. Has always been into my life heavily, man. All right. I'm around my father, or I talk to my father pretty much every day, man. So that's just like saying, well, so if you have a father, then if you have a father, or if your father, if you know who your father is, or if your father is in your life, then you're not an Israelite. No, it doesn't work like that, because every curse doesn't apply to every individual Israelite, man. Just like every curse doesn't apply to every captivity, to every time period, man. All right. So that's first and foremost about the curses. You have to know these things, man. Every curse doesn't apply to every time period. Different curses apply to different captivities, man. Different time periods. All right, but we wasn't always. All right, for example, the name Jew. All right, the Babylonians. All right, they classified the Jews as the entire southern kingdom. All right. The matter of fact, yep, I think the Babylonians, if I'm not mistaken, the Jews were all was the entire southern kingdom, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. It wasn't just the tribe of Judah. All right, and you had in certain captivities we were known as Judeans. All right, that didn't apply to every captivity. The Egyptians wouldn't call them as Judeans. All right. No, man, you had that name during the captivities from Babylon on up, man. All right. Matter of fact, let me go see something real quick. See, this is easy work, man. This is easy work. Let me do it like this. The Holy Bible. Type in the name Judean. What is the significance of Judah in the Bible? Judah means land of the Jews, the territory of Judea. Yeah, it was formerly called Judah. Matter of fact, let me click on this one. So this is easy work. The very first link that I got, man. All right, this is Judea. All right, it says Judea means land of the Jews. The territory of Judea, formerly called Judah, began to be referred to as Judea only after the Babylonian captivity. Most of the Jews who returned from exile were from the tribe of Judah. Since the territory of Judah was nearly all that remained of the northern and southern kingdoms at that time of exile, at the time of the exile, the returning captives were called Judeans, and their homeland became known as Judea. So it wasn't Judah, it was Judea, man. So these nations always classified us under names that they would classify us under, man. So it wasn't just being a byword. Doesn't always just being called a harsh name or something like that. It can be it can mean just basically every captivity that we went into. They gave us names and classifications that they would recognize us as, man. Not our true name. Like the Babylonians, they start calling us Judeans, man. All right. And like I said, you had in other captivities, the Jews was the entire southern kingdom, not just literally the tribe of Judah, but Judah, Benjamin, and Levi were called Jews. It wasn't made like that. The Jews was just one tribe, Judah. All right, but the Babylonians said, "Oh no, y'all are Judeans," because the northern kingdom had went into captivity and to the Assyrians, man. So the Babylonians, they just got the southern kingdom, so they called all of them Judeans. They didn't say what were the Jews, all right, or the Israelites. They said no, the Judeans. And they who went into the Babylonian captivity? Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, the southern kingdom, man. So that was an easy point to prove. I ain't expect the first link to be that on point, but let me see what else we got. What is Judean in the Bible? The authoritative form of the Hebrew Bible used in rabbinic Judean. But yeah, that first article, man. This first article, pretty much proved the point, man. But yeah, man, every curse doesn't apply to every captivity in every time period to every individual Israelite, man. No, it don't. The Most High Yahweh Shah didn't make it like that. Man. All right. And first of all right. Well, furthermore, I'd say, all right, because I already made my first of all point, but yeah, man. Nevertheless, furthermore, in addition. Like I said, byword doesn't always mean being called another name for your nation or for your tribe. It just means a laughing stock or a ridicule, man, to be a reproach, to be made shame, man. All right. Let's prove that. Matter of fact, we gonna do this. We gonna do this. I'm just gonna get all the scriptures with the word byword. I read Deuteronomy 28 and 37. 1 Kings 9 and 7. Yeah. Job 30 and 9. This is Job talking about Esau Edom, the wicked, the so-called white man that the Bible, the so-called white man, the devil that the Bible speaks of. Now Job was saying that, because Job with the Lord, the Lord brought Job low, all right, because Job was tried. But here he's talking, just to give you some context, Job was talking about the wicked, and he was talking about how the wicked would rule over the Israelites, man. All right. Because the so-called white man, he was made to be a servant, man, a peasant. All right, but look at them now. Now they're on top, and we're the bottom. We're on the bottom, and now we're the byword, man. We're the reproach. We're a laughing stock. We're the tail and not the head, man. All right, this is Job 30. Matter of fact, I'll read it. I'll read the first 9 verses. Job 30 and 1. But now they that are young than I have me in derision, whose fathers I would have disdained to have set with the dogs of my flock. He's talking about the so-called white man. All right. Yea, whereto might the strength of their hands profit me, in whom old age was perished. For want and famine, there was solitary fleeing into the wilderness in former time, desolate and waste. Yeah, because they're cave dwellers, man. All right. They're cavemen. But listen to what Job gonna say. All right. For want and famine, they were solitary, fleeing into the wilderness in former time, desolate and waste, who cut up mallows by the bushes and juniper roots for their meat. They were driven forth from among men. They cried after them as after a thief, to dwell in the cliffs of the valleys and caves, in caves of the earth, and in the rocks. Among the bushes they brayed, under the nettles they were gathered together. They were children of fools, yea, children of base men. They were viler than the earth. All right, and this is the point. All right, this is the point. Verse 9. Listen to what Job says here in verse 9. And now I am their song, yea, I am their byword, meaning a reproach. All right, a shame, man. So that's what byword means. It's not just literally being called another name, being given another name. All right, by your oppressor. No, it also means to be ridiculed, like I said, to be a laughing stock, to be a reproach, man. To be made shameful. All right, let's get some more. All right. 1 Kings 9 and 7. Then will I cut off Israel out of the land which I have given them, and this house which I have hallowed for my name will I cast out of my sight, and Israel shall be a proverb and a byword among all people. All right? Because, yeah, to this day we're a proverb, not just us being called Negroes or whatever, man, but, us being on the bottom. Us being the laughing stock of the earth, man. All these nations think they're better than us, man. All these other nations, the so-called white man, the so-called Africans, the so-called Chinese, Japanese, Arabs, all these nations think they're better than us, man. They think they're superior to us. Why? Because we're a proverb and a byword, meaning what? We're on the bottom. We're beneath them. We have nothing here, man. We have no sovereignty. So that's also what being a byword means, man. All right, basically being on the bottom, being a reproach. All right. Who's the laughing stock of the whole earth right now? The so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. These nations, all right, cannot imagine us ruling the earth, man. Why? Because we are a byword now, man. We're on the bottom, and we've been on the bottom for so long that these nations think that we will never rise up. They think our nation has no hope. They don't see any hope in our nation, man. They think we're a nation of complete dummies, um, thugs, hoes, man, Pookies and Ray Rays and Keishas. That's all they see when they see the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans, man. They see a reproach. They see a laughing stock. They don't see any intelligence in our nation. That's what being a byword is, man. It's not just being given and called another name. All right. But that still proves that we're the Israelites. All right, because us being called Negroes, us being called shit, man, our name, we done had so many names. No other nation have been called all the names we've been called, man. These labels and these social constructs. All right, name, nationality changing every 5, 10, 15, 20 years, man. From African Americans to Afro Americans to colored to blacks to Negroes to niggas. All right. So yeah, man, that still proves that we're the Israelites, because that's all part of being called the byword, man. Meaning what? These nations are gonna call us different names other than our true names, which are Israelites. That's being a byword, man. All right. So yeah, let's get some more. Let's get some more. This is Psalms 44. All right. I'll start at 8. This is Psalms 44 and 8. In the Heavenly Father, we boast all the day long and praise thy name forever, Salah. But thou hast cast off and put us to shame. That's a byword, man. All right. We've been put to shame by Yahweh Shem Shai. We're a byword. That's what byword. That's a part of being a byword. Meaning what? Being put to shame, man. All right. But thou hast cast off and put us to shame, and goest not forth with our armies. Thou makest us to turn back from the enemy, and they which hate us spoil us themselves. Thou hast given us like sheep appointed for meat, and hast scattered us among the heathen. Thou sellest thy people for naught, and dost not increase thy wealth by their price. Thou makest us a reproach to our neighbors, a scorn and a derision to them that are round about us. Yeah, reproach or scorn or in derision, which means a laughing stock. All right. We're the laughing stock of the earth. You might not like to hear that, but it's the truth. That because we're under the curses. The Lord, we broke the covenant, so the Lord made us a laughing stock among all these nations, man. All right. Thou makest us a byword among the heathen, a shaking of the head among the people. My confusion is continually before me, and the shame of my face hath covered me. So yeah, man, is that not the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans in a state of confusion, a shame? Yeah, because that's what byword means, man. All right, we're constantly ridiculed, made fun of, all right, laughed at, oppressed. All right. And that happened in all the captivities. The Babylonians, man, the Medes, the Persians, the Greeks, all right, and the Romans, man. And now the second leg of this Roman Empire, man. We were always on the bottom in these captivities, man. All right. Now he said, well, us being called Negroes, the Jews were always called Jews. Well, that goes back to Jeremiah. Matter of fact, let me go get that. He's saying that we can't be the Israelites because the Israelites was always called Jews. Well, that's what makes this the worst captivity ever, because we lost our heritage, man. We lost our nationality, our tongue, our culture, our history. All right, so let's go there. What is that? I think it's Jeremiah. Yeah, I think it's Jeremiah 17. So every curse doesn't apply to every captivity. In every other captivity, we knew who we were. We knew our nationality. We knew we were the Israelites. But only in this last captivity, all right, did we not know who we were, man. And we did not know the name of our power. and our Lord and Savior. How about Shah? We didn't know we're the Israelites, man. We didn't know we were supposed to keep the law, statutes, and commandments, man. The Lord raised us up in these last days and is giving us all these things back because we indeed are his chosen people. We indeed are the Israelites. This is Job 7, Salakia. This is Jeremiah 17:4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire in mine anger, which shall burn forever. So, and this is the prophet Jeremiah. When did this happen to Jeremiah? All right, he knew that he was an Israelite. All right. No, in this time, when Jeremiah would come back in the reincarnation, all right, would he discontinue from his heritage? This didn't happen because Jeremiah prophesied in Babylonian captivity. All right, so this doesn't us being the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah discontinuing us from our heritage. This did not happen in ancient Babylon. This didn't happen to the in the ancient Babylonian captivity. So is this wrong, Jeremiah 17:4, G-man? Because this didn't happen in Babylon. Jeremiah during his time, he always knew that he was an Israelite. Now in his reincarnation, he didn't know. But as Jeremiah, he didn't discontinue from his heritage as Jeremiah. He always knew he was an Israelite, as we did in all the captivities other than this last one. In the Egyptian captivity, we knew who we were. In the Assyrian Babylonian captivity, we knew who we were. In the Medo-Persian captivity, we knew who we were. In the Greek captivity, we knew who we were. All right. In the Roman captivity, most of our people knew who they were. Now you had Israelite foreigners that didn't know they were Israelites. All right. Because of course during the Greek captivity, Antiochus made people stop proclaiming to be Jews, or you would be put to death. So a lot of people during the Roman captivity, they didn't know that they were Israelites. But that applies mainly to here in this last captivity, man. We didn't know who we were as a nation. All right, none of us knew who we were, man. It was a time where no Israelite didn't know that they were an Israelite, man. So yeah, us discontinuing from our heritage, that didn't apply to every captivity. So G-Man saying that, they were always called Jews. They knew who they were. No, man, because every curse didn't apply to every time period. This didn't apply to every captivity, man. This mainly applies to this last captivity, us here in America. All right. So yeah, man. All right, again, that's why you gotta study, man. And you people out there, y'all easy work, man. Let's get some more byword scriptures. Let's get some more byword scriptures. Yeah, cause it really means to be made in astonishment or shame, man. That's really what it means. This is Ecclesiasticus or Sirach, chapter 42, verse 11. Keep a sure watch over a shameless daughter, lest she make thee a laughing stock to thine enemies, and a byword in the city. Because, yeah, byword means laughing stock, man. All right, hey, let me start that over, man. Ecclesiasticus or Sirach, chapter 42, verse 11. Keep a sure watch over a shameless daughter, lest she make thee a laughing stock to thine enemies, a byword in the city, and a reproach among the people, and make thee ashamed before the multitude. Because that's being a byword, man, meaning a reproach. All right, ashamed. Is that not the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man? Aren't we on the bottom? Do not all these nations see us as a laughing stock? They laugh at us and mock us and laugh us to scorn, man. All right. We're ashamed to them, man, before them. All right. Matter of fact, let's go get that one. What's that? Lamentations? Is it the second chapter? Yeah, because we're laughing stock in this time. We're on the bottom, man. But see, all that's about to change. But right as of right now, we're still a byword, man. Meaning what? We're a reproach. We're a shame. We're a laughing stock to these nations, man. Where is that? Yep. This is Lamentation. This is the book of Lamentations, chapter 2, verse 15. All that pass by clap their hands at thee. They hiss and wag their head at the daughter of Jerusalem, saying, is this the city that men call the perfection of beauty, the joy of the whole earth? All thine enemies have opened their mouth against thee. They hiss and gnash the teeth and say, we have swallowed her up. Certainly this is the day that we look for. We have found, we have seen it. The Lord Yahweh by Shem Yahushua has done that which he had devised. He has fulfilled this word that he had commanded in the days of old. He had thrown down and hath not pitied. And he hath caused thine enemy to rejoice over thee. He has set up the horn of thine adversaries. All right. So yeah, the point being, all that pass by clap their hands at thee. They hiss and wag their head at the daughter of Jerusalem. That's being a laughing stock. That's being a reproach. That's being a byword. All right. G-man. All right. And that's what these nations do to this day, man. Look at these niggas. Look at these spicks. They just hopeless. They just dumb, and they're just a nation of dumb, ignorant people. It's nothing good about the so-called black man or the so-called Hispanic or Native American man. There's nothing good about them. They have no potential. They have no hope. That's a byword, G-man. So it's not just being called out of your name. No, it's the condition that you're in, man. All right? And they always did this to us. They always mocked us and did things to us to make us a byword. Let's go to prove that during the time of King David. What's that, 2 Samuel, the 10th chapter? It may be 1 Samuel, the 10th chapter. 2 Samuel, I think it's 2 Samuel 10. Oh, I messed it up. Blue letter going slow. Let me try it. Let me go here. Yeah, I think it's 2 Samuel. Let me see. Yep, this is the book of 2 Samuel, chapter 10. I'll start at the top. This is 2 Samuel 10 and 1. And it came to pass after this that the king of the children of Ammon died, and Hanan his son reigned in his stead. Then said David, I will shew kindness unto Hanan the son of Nahash, as his father shewed kindness unto me. And David sent to comfort him by the hand of his servants for his father. And David's servants came into the land of the children of Ammon. And the princes of the children of Ammon said unto Hanan their lord, thinkest thou that David doth honor thy father, that he hath sent comforters unto thee? Hath not David rather sent his servants unto thee to search the city and to spy it out and to overthrow it? Wherefore Hanan took David's servants and shaved off the one half of their beards and cut off their garments in the middle, even to their buttocks, and sent them away. When they told it unto David, he sent to meet them, because the men were greatly ashamed. And the king said, tarry at Jericho until your beards be grown, and then return. So yeah, David's servants, they were made a byword, meaning what? A laughing stock, a shame, a reproach. All right. So yeah, these nations have always done this to us, man, in the different captivities. All right. You see here, David's servants, they cut their garments at the halfway point, man. Their butt was hanging out. Cut off their beards, man. All right, because really it's a shame for a man not to have a beard. All right. And that's Us not being able to grow our beards. Now you have a lot of Israelites with big beards, but for the most part, you know, myself in particular, you know, I'm one of them. We don't got big beards the way we should have. You see them small hats over there, all of them, they got them long stringy beards, man. But Jake, for the most part, it's hard for Jake to grow a beard, man. All right, because that's really a reproach, a shame to us, man, not having big beards, man. And you'll even see it with Israelites in the world. All right, there these wicked ass Jakes out here in the world. They have big beards, man, big long thick beards. But a lot of brothers in the truth, they can barely grow a beard, man. All right, so that's what it is, man. So they made the servants of David, they made King David's servants a byword, man. They put him to shame, man. All right, and that's why King David told them to wait at Jericho until their beards gonna come back in full, man. All right, so yeah, it's more to being a byword than just being called out of your name, man. Being a byword. A lot goes into being a byword, man. A proverb and a byword. All right, so these nations, they always classified our lands as whatever name they gave us as a people. The different tribes, they gave different names to the different tribes, man. All right, so that's what it's about, man. It's not just being called out of our name, but the state that we're in. We're on the bottom, man. All right, but again, different curses. Every curse does not fit every captivity. Every curse does not. Every Israelite is not gonna be under every curse to the same extent, man. All right, so that's what it is, man. All right, so yeah, man. That was pretty much the point. I'm gonna see if I had something else, man. But yeah, man, that pretty much the point. The point has been made, So G-Man, this guy G-Man saying that, you can't be y'all can't be Israelites because the Jews, they were always called Jews. No, but they in the form in all the ancient captivities. Yes, granted, they knew that we knew who we were in all the different captivities, but they still had different names for us, man. All right, and they made us a byword by doing what? Putting us to shame, man, making us a reproach. All right, so I'm gonna play this video real quick again, and I'm gonna get on out of here. I ain't gonna play the whole thing.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Preaching to the Choir Ministries. We got a quick question for the Hebrew Israelites, guys. I never really touched this topic before on my YouTube channel specifically, but I'm going to deal with it now. The Hebrew Israelites say that one of the reasons they know that they're Israel is because they are known by a byword. Now, they got in this byword because, they didn't keep the laws and everything. So, God scattered them to the four corners of the earth and everything, right? My question for the Hebrew Israelites is this. When the Israelites were taken to Babylon, what was the byword they were given in Babylon? When the Israelites was taken to was conquered by the Medes and the Persians, when they was the superpower of the time, what was the byword that was given to the Israelites? When the Greeks took over the known world, what was the byword the Israelites was given?
The byword that they were given is that they were put to shame, man. The heathen ruled over us with vigor, man. They put us to shame. We were a reproach, man. They oppressed us, man. That's the byword that we were given in all those in the ancient captivities, in the Egyptian Empire, in the Babylonian Empire, the Medo-Persian Empire, the Greek Empire, the Roman Empire. That's the byword that we were given, man. That they all put us to shame. They all ruled over us, man. Oppressed us, man. All right. They were harsh to us, man. They ain't give a damn about us, man. That's the byword of all the ancient captivities, man. And it still applies to this day, to this captivity, man. Look what the so-called white man is doing to us, man. To this day, shooting us down in the street. Last hired, first fired, man. calling us Negroes, niggas, spicks, all right, savages. That's the byword, man. So that's how we know that we're the Israelites. That's the byword, man. It's not just about being given another name. It's about how they treated us, how they ruled over us, man. The things that they done to us, man. That's the byword. All right. So yeah, man. Like I said, you people are easy work, man. All right. So yeah, G, man. All right. And again, I'm gonna say this, man. All right. Elder Malcolm has a list of questions. Go answer the beloved Elder Malcolm's questions, man. It's time for y'all to answer some damn questions, man. Y'all keep coming at us with the same questions over and over. All right, and then when we answer them, you want to act like then you want to just act like it wasn't a big deal. Then when we ask y'all questions, you just completely disregard them, like our questions don't matter. But no, it's time y'all answer some damn questions, man. But that's what the byword is about, G, man. All right, us being oppressed, us being the tail and not the head, us being under the curses. That's the byword, man. All right. So hopefully this was edifying through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shah. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Shem Shah by Shem Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach and rule well in all truth and sincerity. Shalom, peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, the house of David, starting with the 144,000, followed by the 1/3 remnant. All right. So yeah, we were a byword in every captivity, man. So just because we knew our nationality in the ancient captivities, that doesn't mean that we weren't called by a byword, meaning what we weren't put to shame. No, all these nations put us to shame in these different captivities, man. All these nations ruled over us with vigor, man. They oppressed us, man. They treated us any kind of way, man. They treated us like shit. So that's the byword that we went by, man. And it still applies to this day, man. A Bible ball. Shalom.